Today, what I want to talk about with you guys is 3-point lighting. Now, what is 3-point lighting and how can you use this to make your videos look much more professional? So this is something that we use in film production to make our pictures and make our images pop. And this is a good way to make your pictures pop more so than just simply buying a more expensive camera. This is a lighting technique that we will use. So let's say that this is you, or maybe this is like your subject. And so what 3-point lighting is that you will have two lights. So this is light number 1 that'll be shining on you in this direction, and you got another light over here that will be shining on you in this direction. And so these two lights, what these will do is actually, with these casting light on you, these will actually like create not just a one singular shadow behind you, but this will create a dynamic 3D effect behind you. Now, in order to add even more of an effect to you, what some people will do is that they will add, and I encourage you to look up even like a quick Google of like, hey, 3-point lighting comparisons, is that people will add what's called a backlight. So you might have another light over here, and then this shines on you right back here. And so this is what your typical setup will look like for a 3-point lighting. And so right in here is where you will have your camera. And so this is your camera. And this will be pointing at you in that direction, and then this backlight will be off camera. So this will give you depth, and then this will create the shadows. And if you guys can see here, I actually have the 3-point lighting system set up. Now, I'm working on a whiteboard, and so the question comes into play like, so I've got lights that are giving me the dynamic effect of pop from my background. So how can you create a backlight when you don't necessarily have room behind you to create a backlight? Well, for me personally, and I'll even draw this up here for you guys. So let's say you don't have enough room back here, and let's say you've got a wall. So what you can do instead of that is you can have your backlight be over here, and so your backlight's going to be over here, and it'll shine, and what you can do is actually you can shine it on the wall, and what it will do is shine on the wall and then reflect off of the wall and then still bounce behind you. You can actually reflect light off of white surfaces such as this. Like I have a white wall here, and I have the white whiteboard here, and you can kind of see in the picture here that I have light shining on this whiteboard. That's what my lights look like. So these squares that you see here in this whiteboard, that's what my lights look like. And so you can see it reflecting off of the whiteboard. But even if I didn't have this shiny whiteboard, you could still use this white wall here to reflect light off of the back of the wall and then give yourself a backlight effect. And so this is something simple that can be done, and people sell 3-point lighting kits just specifically to create this effect. Now, if you didn't want to like have yourself completely lit, then that is where you would start to take away some of these lights and then create a shadow effect with yourself. And this is why a lot of times, like, you will have, when you have an entire camera crew, that there is a specific section of the crew that is just dedicated to lighting, because when you get into other scenarios where you might be like filming all over, like in different types of scenarios, like when you're on a movie set or on a TV show constantly, and you're not just in front of a whiteboard, then you need to adjust for different situations, such as like not having enough room behind you. You need to adjust like, okay, how can we light certain situations? How can we use that to our advantage to give ourselves the best picture? That's why people have entire crews just for lighting. And so, but this, for your videos, this is going to be a nice quick way to give yourself a professional look and a professional pop, much like you see me having right here on camera for you. And so, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. And as always, have a safe and happy day.